So Dan Hooker got his ass whooped. Not really exactly what I wanted. I was a bit 50-50, don't really like either guy, but it's fine. We're gonna go through the card, what happened. It's fine. Amazing card, right? Fantastic card, I'm happy with it. UFC Qatar, the first one in Qatar, right? We can start off with a main event. We got a lot of good KOs, right? Finishes, performances. The Dagi breads got the hoo-hoo. And yeah, I'm happy with it. Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker. Wow. I mean, Dan Hooker for me, like watching the fight, he like spammed head kick. I mean, he landed a lot of head kicks, didn't he? A lot. Landed, even if you land on the guard, we know the impact of head kicks. So even when he like landed on Arman's guard, it's still impact. We know how, even if you block, if the foot only grazes the back of your head, the side of your head, depending on how skinny you are or how hard the kick is, you go down. You're done. So I don't really need to focus on the kicks here, but I didn't think at all that Dan Hooker looked, trash. Maybe a bit rusty. I mean, he fights once a year, and like coming into this fight, I have been. Listen, I've never been a huge Dan Hooker fan. Maybe a shocker, but I just never like. Listen, entertaining fighter, absolutely. He were on his like losing streak there, losing to Dustin Chandler. I know he beat Nasrat, but then losing to Islam dominantly. Getting smacked up at the featherweight by Arnold Allen. Is everything good in with the camera? Everything? Yeah. Anyway, smacked up by Arnold Allen, and then what happened then? Yeah, of course. Then he came back like 6 months later, and started his winning streak. Beat Claudio Puelles. In a shocker to me and many others, actually beat Yalin Turner, who's actually returning soon. Crazy. Retirement in MMA doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, and then beat Gamrot. Whatever you... I know it was a controversial fight. Some people thought it was a robbery. Some people thought Dan won. I thought it was a very close fight watching it live. But yeah, anyway, I thought Dan Hooker did decent on the feet. Of course, if you really look closely, Arman was just like, every time he threw, he smacked up Dan with 1-2s, 1-2-3 kicks. And yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of talking against myself. I didn't think Dan looked trash in the grappling or in the striking. He did good to survive in the first round. I mean, he clearly was prepared. He's not like the worst on the ground. We saw him defend takedown against Gamrot, survive on the ground. Of course, it's not hard to survive on the ground with Gamrot. Ludwig Klein survived. But yeah, I don't think we need to come out to this fight and be like, Dan Hooker is done, F him. Like, this was kind of what most people expected. I even think many people saw it as a first rounder. But yeah. Second round submission for Arman Tsarukyan. Not surprising. Maybe I should focus on the winner, Arman Tsarukyan. I will. But Dan Hooker, yeah, he's not done. He can go on and fight Gaethje next. Moicano would be awesome. We'll see what happens with Dan Hooker. But the winner, Arman Tsarukyan. I wouldn't say that he like both of these guys have been inactive as hell. Arman the bitch. Since UFC 300 April. So what is it? 17 months plus. I don't remember. May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So 12 plus 7. 19 months, I think. If my math is correct. So yeah, he's a bum. He can go and F himself. But yeah, he looked great. He didn't look much rusty at all. Did great with the grappling. Honestly, I smacked up Dan Hooker on the feet. Did good damage on the ground, as we saw. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Dan Hooker looked... Dude, I was almost uncomfortable looking at Dan's face. I don't have a hard time looking at people, getting beat up, someone's eyes swollen, lip is open like Robbie Lawler or Overeem. But I just thought Dan Hooker looked like Afterbirth or something. He looked fucking horrible. But it's fine. It's fine. Dan is gone. Arman is the winner. Good performance from Arman Tsarukyan. Good everywhere. Hard squeeze with oh my god, Dan Hooker jumped guillotines. And I didn't really feel like this was, Dustin jumping all the time, or we say like you shouldn't jump guillotines much in MMA. People like always get out. But this was honestly one of those cases where I feel like maybe 7, 8 out of 10 of Dan's opponents would have tapped to like the first or second guillotine. Arman's just like the best we've ever seen with, especially with I believe the second guillotine, where he just, the gator roll, boom, like spin like a fucking, toy. You pull and yeah, I watched that and was like, what the I know I always think back to when Conor did it to Chad Mendes, and of course it backfired against Nate. But I always loved that move from Conor when he got elbowed to shit by Mendes on the ground. Then Mendes pulled the classic classic Team Alpha Male guillotine, and Conor just spinned out and got up to the feet. I just love that counter reversal. Effective as hell. So Arman has perfected it. It seems like. Feels like, couldn't you like snap your neck? But yeah, so great guillotines from Dan Hooker, but even like better reversals from Arman. So yeah, he deserved the win. I'm not a big Arman Tsarukyan fan. I have been like a Dan Hooker hater for a while because he never fights. I know he's injured, but for me it's like fighting once a year, 3 years in a row, right? 23, 24, yeah. Fighting once a year, 3 years in a row. And for me, it's not a good excuse. Oh, I'm injured all the time. Maybe you should retire then. Honestly, if you're injured all the time. Like, I know Dominic Cruz is a bit older. I don't think he's much older. How old is Dan Hooker? Just a few. Dan Hooker is 35 exactly. Dominic Cruz, what is he, 41? 40. I mean, 5 years older, so not like incredibly much older. But anyway, yeah, Dominic Cruz was like, yeah, I'm injured, let's retire. Not the first time, I mean, now when he was supposed to fight Font, injury on injury. And for me, it's like, Dan Hooker, was it shoulder surgery this time? I don't remember. He has like injuries 2 times every year. So, yeah, honestly, when you're that inactive and, just holding up your spot in the division, that just irritates me. And pulls out against Gaethje, pulled out against Turner 2 years ago. I know he has had other pullouts, but yeah. But after this week, Dan Hooker is pretty funny. He took the loss, well, in a funny way. Did another pub talk or whatever it's called with Oscar. What? Oscar Gillis? No. What? No, Shane Gillis. Am I thinking of Shane Gillis? No, Oscar Willis. Oscar Willis, not Oscar. Oscar Gillis and Shane Will. Oscar Willis. Yeah, who cares? But yeah, let's move on to the... No! I'm drunk today. This is my brain is... Woo! Arman. Yeah, just do the yeah, you just do him against Ilya. Get it over with. I'm tired of all the ducking talk. When like, how can someone duck you when you haven't fought for 19 months and you pulled out of your last fight? How can someone be ducking you? It makes no sense. But and the champion who fought Volk, Max, and Oliveira is ducking Arman Tsarukyan, who has done nothing in the sport. Yes, you beat Oliveira. Good, like, or did you beat? Next fight, Belal Muhammad lost to Ian Garry. Fantastic. Of course, I'm not a big Ian Garry fan because I'm not a cock. I'm not a lefty. And yeah, I'm not pro. What is it? Gary's pro gay, pro immigration. Yeah, he stands for like everything a man shouldn't stand for, but it's fine. It was funny looking at Ian's small head versus Belal's kind of average to big head. I don't know. It felt like Belal's head is a bit bigger. Ian has a small head for his like long, pretty built body. It just looked hilarious out there. But good. Ian Garry won. That was what I wanted. I felt like Garry versus Makhachev was like an intriguing matchup. Ian Garry is, much bigger. I think that is the fair word. Like, a real big, long, not skinny, welterweight. Of course, there's many welterweights that are, and Garry maybe have been lighter before in his career when he was younger. But, we have people like Burns, RDA, people who have lightweights who move up, or even someone like Colby, who kind of feels like he should have been a lightweight if he cut weight like many other people. Apparently, Dustin was heavier out of camp than Colby, so that's crazy. But this is not like a lightweight moving up. This is a welterweight, built big welterweight. Of course, we said that about JDM, and that didn't go well. That sucks. JDM was crying, but I think this will be a great matchup. I think that should be next. Ian Garry versus Islam Makhachev. And Ian Garry for me was just slapping up Belal. I didn't think it was much close. I know Belal landed shots here and there. I know he tagged Ian here and there. But for me, Ian was just, like 80-90% of the fight just styling on Belal. Defended every single takedown. At one point, just, like front kicked him. Bam, like a jab. Just flicked a boom on Belal's face. And, jabbed him to jab, 1-2, leg kick, front kick to the body, as I said, boom, kick in the head, like, for me, Ian just styled on him, and this is just one of those fights, again, the recent welterweight champs have been dog shit. Like, you look at Leon Edwards now, like, on the 3-fight losing, like, how was he ever champ? How did he beat Usman? Of course, styles makes fight. Edwards, honestly, at this point, I don't know, because it feels like Edwards is, broken in a way that, I don't know. Like, maybe even at this point, Edwards would beat Usman, who knows? Just because styles makes fight and everything. Styles make fights. But, we look at Edwards now. How was he ever champ? Belal after this, like now 2 losses JDM, and this was like kind of even worse. Like didn't get a single takedown, looked garbage. He has improved his boxing over the last few years, of course, but not to a. Ian was just styling on him. How was he champ? And JDM after the Islam, the recent welterweight champs, like, it would be interesting. Imagine now, I don't know, Garry beats Islam, then Ilya, then he moves down, and then Ilya knocks him out, and we were like, how was he ever lightweight or welterweight champ? Every welterweight champion, how was this guy ever champ? It feels like we're on a roll. Honestly, if we look at everybody, when Usman lost the trilogy to Leon, he looked like, was this guy ever champ? He looks dog shit. Then he was on a 3-fight losing streak. Woodley went on a 4-fight losing streak, I believe, against Usman, Burns, Colby, Luque. During that run, it looked like this guy looked like a bum. Bottom of the, like, unranked, powerful guy, no skill. How was he champ? Of course, now we're like 10 years ago, Robbie Lawler. He still won. Yeah, he still won fights. Not many. I mean, he beat Cerrone after he lost. Yeah. Anyway, we don't have to go back to 2017, but like my finger smells weird. Yeah. Wait. Sorry. I hope there's no like stuff hanging out. But yeah, great performance by Ian Garry. Another inbred team. Habib Makachev lost. Fuck you, Belal. Fantastic. We're gonna get to more inbreds losing. Fantastic. So good on Ian Garry. Fight Islam. Jesus. Volkan Oezdemir. Yeah, this fight not much. Like I don't need to spend fucking ages on every fight. Jesus Christ. He just easily just walked down along to Menifield and knocked him out cold, right? Yeah. Not much. Like walked him down, knocked him out. Like many people thought would happen probably in the second round or something. So good on Volkan Oezdemir. I could actually have the. Should I have the computer here maybe? I don't know if I should have like. Sorry. Oh, this hurt as a Swede man. For those who don't know, I'm Swedish. Jack Hermansson is of course. I don't remember if he's born in Sweden and like live in Yeah, I think that's the case, right? Because he represents both. Jack Hermansson. Anyway, while I searched up Jack Hermansson versus Mutek Oroblai, is that his these fucking names. Myktybek Oroblai. He has sparked Jack Hermansson. Is it the weight cut? Is it the weight cut? Now it's in Sweden. Born in Uddevalla, Sweden. Does he live in Norway? In Oslo, Norway. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Good for him. Yeah, this is not good. This is not what we wanted at all. Like, was it the weight cut? I don't want to make excuses or anything. I'm not the biggest Jack Hermansson fan, but I like him. He has good performance. Dude, he subbed Gastelum in the first round when he. I believe that was like after Gastelum, he went 5 rounds with Adesanya, 3 rounds with Till, and I think his next fight after that, like a year later, his next fight after the Till fight, he got subbed in round 1 by Hermansson. That's impressive as fuck. But yeah, he was like Hermansson. I think moved around good. We saw the speed difference. Like this was a lightweight versus a middleweight meeting at welterweight. I want to see more of these fights. Probably not the first time we've seen something like this, but maybe actually it could be the first time when. I think this was Oroblai's first fight at welterweight also, right? His last fight was maybe a catchweight? Wait. Oroblai. Let's see here. Yeah, catchweight. Last fight was catchweight. Before that it was, Rebecca. Of course. Yeah. You saw the side in there. You saw it clearly, like especially when after the KO, and when the referee stands with both hands. I just looked at them, standing straight, with their like facing towards me. You really saw like a lightweight and a mid. Like you saw, it was a big size difference, absolutely. But size doesn't always beat. We talk about lighter man skill. Definitely showed here. Like I don't know, Jack got sparked out cold badly a few months ago by Garry Rodriguez. So I don't know if this is his like shin isn't the same anymore, or this is shots he would always have been knocked out by, or it's he got this is too early after the Garry Rodriguez KO, or is it the weight cut, like, or is it just the age, too much damage over the, is it the Pyfer fight, taking a lot of big shots from a powerful guy there, the shin being a bit iffy after that, getting in there with Garry Rodriguez being more easily KO'd because of the Pyfer fight, then this fight getting even more easily KO'd. I know you can spin this however you want, but I wouldn't be mad if Jack retired. I would love to see Jack fight again. I think this was a really... For me, I was surprised that Jack didn't... Like, maybe Orblai have better grappling than I think, or that I know of. But yeah, I just think like Jack should have, like, you're basically a middleweight versus a lightweight. Shouldn't he, like, after seeing him grapple, taking down Pyfer and all the other guys he has been out-muscling, out-grappling at middleweight, shouldn't he have at least tried? Because I feel like Hermansson, if he tries a more grapple pretty, grapple immediately or try the grappling pretty fast and not just stand for 2 minutes, I feel like Hermansson should probably, at least, people outside the rankings, should probably be able to just muscle people down, get some decision wins, maybe submission wins. So I don't think this is a case where Hermansson, like, if he just fights smart, I think he should be able to power down some guys, maybe some older guys. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I would want to see Hermansson fight again. Orblai. Yeah, I don't know who Orblai should fight next, but goodbye Orblai. Good KO, I guess. Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Shamil Gaziev. Again, not much to say here. Acosta just sparked him out. Another, is this number 2? So we got Belal losing, Team Makachev, Islam's friend. So he lost, inbred, fuck him. Shamil is like Russian, we see he's from that area. Like, he's inbred Muslim, yeah. So another two down this card, fantastic. Good. Waldo is like... Oh wait, did they say, was this Acosta's 4th fight this year? Or 5th? So Acosta, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yo, this was Acosta's 5th fight this year. And he wanted was it in 3 weeks? I think in 3 weeks on the last card this year on Royal Cap, Acosta wanted his 6th fight. I don't know if that would break the record. No. The record is 5 or 6 fights in a year. I think we have seen it for... it's tied the record like in a year, like Cerrone, Magny. I don't know if that would be the... who cares? But at least Acosta this year, he beat Span, he beat Spivak, lost to Pavlovich, but then of course beat Anthony Delia, and now Shamil Gaziev. I mean, he has sparked Gaziev. So 2 inbreds down, fantastic. Moving to the next one, the third, Dagestani, right? Inbred Muslim, out, 3. Especially Belal and Kyoji Horiguchis Tagir Ulanbekov. Fantastic. Dude, I was enjoying this so much. Yes. I got a new boost of energy now. I just felt like I'm tired, feel like shit. But no, I got the baba. Yeah, dude, he just, first of all, Tagir much bigger. Jesus, weight bully bitch. Couldn't do anything. This was basically a bantamweight versus a strawweight. But what is it called? Atom weight? Wait, 115? Why am I thinking more? Is straw weight and atom weight, is that the same as atom weight for men and straw? And MMA, atom weight, I think that's the term. What weight is that? Between, 115. Yeah, otherwise it's a big illusion in women's MMA. What? 115? Oh, is it boxing? I'm so... What? 115? Because 125 is flyweight, 115 is strawweight. Am I retarded? Oh, anyway. Horiguchi just outclassed him. Head kicked him, tied him up with leg kicks, everything. Tied him up on the feet, moved like a fly, quick, boom, 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 boom. I would love to see him get 1-2 more wins. Honestly, when Pantoja probably beats Van, we don't know if they're gonna make them a Raw Pantoja big fight. I'm not gonna call it super fight. I don't know why. Just because 2 champions are fighting, that doesn't mean a super fight. This is a super fight. GSP McGregor is a super fight. If you want to call Habib a massive fight, it's a super. Just because 2 champ, it's like saying people's Dana and other people, Rogan maybe, Weili and Shevchenko. This is a super fight. It's not a super fight. Is it a big fight? Is it one of the biggest women's MMA fights ever based on skill and 2 greats facing each other? Absolutely. It's not not a super fight. Not a super fight. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, if they do Merab and Pantoja, if Pantoja beats Van, if Pantoja beats Van, if Pantoja beats, if Alejandra Pantoja defeats Joshua Van, and they do Merab Pantoja, of course that gives the division more time to grow and everything, and to get the real exciting number 1 contender. If Royval beats Cap, of course we don't want to see the... Wait, was it a I don't remember. Did Royval and Pantoja face each other in the Ultimate Fighter, or am I confusing with Moreno? In any way, we don't want to see Royval, Pantoja 3. I guess it would be at least in the pros. Cap, the rematch, Cap and Pantoja's beat everybody, a rematch again, Cara France, Moreno, everyone. But of course, I guess the good thing for the division, if we're not gonna do Merab Pantoja, the good thing for the division to get exciting matchups with some hype that I would enjoy would be Cap beats Royval in 3 weeks, I think, and my brain ups. Then we get Cap Pantoja 2. In the meanwhile, Horiguchi can stay active and get 1 or 2 more wins. he should, like, it would be fine with one more win, I guess. Like, who would be? I think I have the rankings up here. Flyweight. We'll say Tagir is number 11. He should probably get into the top 10 by this win, maybe. Horiguchi. Team L, who? Maybe Asian on 8. No, Tatsuro Taira, I think, is fighting. Honestly, in just a few months, I know, okay, Moreno. Right. Taira is fighting Moreno, I think. Right. Like, honestly, Albasi is still at number 4. You could do Albasi, Horiguchi. I think Horiguchi destroys Albasi. Destroys. He looked amazing. Yeah. Do something like that. Maybe he has 2 more fights. I don't know. But 1 more fight should be enough. So we get Pantoja, Cap. And then if Pantoja beats Cap, you have Horiguchi, Pantoja. That's a really cool matchup. That's amazing. Horiguchi, you know, facing DJ. Now 10 years later, facing Pantoja. Even if Cap beats okay, then they will have a trilogy, of course. But if Cap beats Pantoja, then they definitely will have a trilogy. But I thought about, because Cap, I think Manel Cap has beaten. Sorry, now I'm searching a lot in this. Manel Cap hasn't Cap fought Horiguchi twice in Ryzen? Are they 1-1? Or, okay, maybe they just fought once. Am I confusing? No? Who? All of Cap goes he will lose the bout in the 3rd round. Oh, no, they probably only fought once, maybe, in 2017. Yeah, Horiguchi submitted Manel Cap. Okay. So a rematch there. If yeah, that could happen if let's say Manel Cap beat Pantoja and then beat him in like the trilogy. Or if maybe Pantoja were injured or wanted to take some time off, so they did, Cap's first defense would be against someone else. A rematch against Horiguchi, a guy that beat him, that would be 9 years ago. Or if they do it a while later, 10 years ago. Yeah. Now I'm just spitting. Dude, we forgot about the 3rd inbred. I spoke a bit about it, but yeah, Horiguchi, as I said, just moved around like a fly, tied up Tagir. Yeah, beat him up like a bitch in the grappling, didn't he? And in the 3rd round, yeah, he head kicked him, then like dropped him with a right, and jumped. Yeah, dude, that tight ass rear naked choke and made him, go out like a bitch. Makachev, hey brother, what are you doing, brother? Hey, fuck you, Tim Makachev, fantastic. If we look at the prelims, I don't know how much exciting stuff I have to talk about here. Luke Riley. 2nd round. Luke Riley just sparked Bogdan Grad. Good. Oh, because that's Paddy's teammate, right? A Scouser. I don't know if I can do a good Scouser. I don't know, mate. Paddy Pimblett is like, I don't know, mate. I beat up Chandler, mate. I beat you, lad. I would smoke you, you sausage. Dalby got the win, right? No, Dalby's still the man. Isn't Dalby like 41? Nicholas, another Viking up here with me. He's Danish. No, fuck him. Wait, he supports LGBTQ, right? The gays. So fuck him. But he's still one of us, I can support him 50-50, I guess. Oh, wait, yeah. 41. Like, still doing good against, because this guy, his team, Ahmed, what team Islam? Saigi, I thought, yeah, his first UFC fight, right? Why isn't Google working? So, yeah, Dalby won. Whether you agreed with it or not. That's number 4, right? I don't even know who Bogdan Grad is. That sounds more like Russian. This is like the 4th. This card that lost. Fantastic. Great by Dalby. Defended good. You know, isn't the most technical. Is older. He looked older, but you know, still in there, you know, pushing forward. For me, if this was like a 5-rounder, of course, it wouldn't make sense for this to be a 5-rounder. Not the title fight, it shouldn't be close to a main event, but we saw Bonfim Brown, of course, and Dalby just fought Brown, so technically he's close to that level. But you know what I mean. But it looked like if this was one more round or two, it looked like Dalby was like about to like TKO. Saigid Ishaga. I'm not even being funny. Saigid Isagakmaev. Yeah, and I'm not even bad with the name. Islam Makhachev, Habib Nurmagomedov, Umar Nurmagomedov, you know, Merab Divalishvili. I'm not like Shale Sonnen. I can pronounce the names at least. Maybe not the correct pronunciation. Have you seen that video with Habib when he like says his after the fight, when he says like the correct pronunciation is that he says like, my name is Habib Abdullanov Etanurmagomedov. Oh yeah, you just listen to it and you're like, okay, now you're just like pretending, you're just saying it on the spot. It's like the African guy. My name is from where, but the Dagestan. Ahmed Abdul Manab Habib Nurmagomedov. But good win for Dalby. Number 4 gone. Fantastic. This fucking name. Asu Almabayev beat Alex. Yeah, Perez was winning, right, in the grappling and stuff, and then he just got like hurt, and Asu jumped a tight ass guillotine and got the win. Is he he has a like Dagi name, but he's like Chinese? I don't know. I don't think the war much. Alejandro Topuria, Ilya's brother, got the win, decision. Didn't look the best, but you know, good enough. That's the card. A lot of Dagis, you know, weirdos, inverts, lost. Fantastic. That's kind of the card recap for me. Fantastic. Thank you for watching. Like if you enjoy this. Comment what you think about the fights, the cards. Did you enjoy? Did you disagree? Agree? Anything? Yeah, so subscribe for that. Boom, boom, boom. We have latest video. Let's see. Latest video right here. And another video right here. We're trying a new thing. No playlist anymore. Latest video right here. Another video right here. That hopefully you will enjoy. Thank you, boys.